Hello and welcome, friends. I hope you're ready to fight. How goes it,
Yeah.
Betsy? Kick it off with
Kinda
a vibe
like-
check.
Yeah. I feel like we got to get back into the groove after having, it was only like a week and a half off, but still.
I know, but it still
It
throws
feels
you
like
off.
longer somehow. Yeah. And I know we had an episode last week, but it's still just like
No, I do
getting
feel
into
that.
it. Yeah. Yeah,
But,
I'm gradually becoming a person again.
I love that for you. So proud.
Yeah. I can like walk now.
Yay! That's
I mean,
an excellent update.
Yeah, not super well and not for very long.
But it's something.
Yeah, no, I'm real jazzed. As of 2 whole days ago, I was given the okay to try walking, so.
There you go.
Yes, I have left the house. First of all, last Friday I went to Wegmans, and that was a whole thing.
Was this the Wegmans trip you texted me about?
Yeah, because my car hadn't moved in a week, so there was like a week's worth of snow and ice accumulated on it. And I was like, I can handle this on crutches. It took me like a good 20 minutes, and I almost fell so many times. And
that sounds about right.
Because I clean off the whole car. I don't just do the windows or whatever, you know?
Of course.
Somebody came out to help and asked if I needed help when I was like done. And I was like, no, I'm good now, thanks. But managed to get myself to Wegmans, drove my little cart around, got my groceries, and was like all excited. I was like, look at me, I did it. Wait, how am I supposed to get these up the stairs and into the house?
That will do it. You will have that.
That went poorly. I did fall. And then accidentally started walking on my foot prematurely because I didn't know how else to get the groceries in.
Oh, cute.
I didn't intend to do it. Hold on. Chris, we have a sound for that now.
I know. She started making us a soundboard in our StreamYard studio, which is so exciting. And I definitely have some things that I should add to that.
Yeah. So it was my big day out, but I went to the doctor's on Monday, and he's like, yeah, you can walk again. And I was like, super. So I went running errands yesterday. So I've been out 2 days. I didn't go out today, but the last 2 days. So that was
exciting.
Considering I left the house once in like a week and a half. It's pretty good.
Well, that's very exciting for you. In vaguely exciting things for me, as of yesterday, your girl is officially Gantry Crane certified.
Yes, you sent the sticker.
So if anyone needs some shit, I got you.
Seems like that's a lot of heavy lifting for a sticker. You know, like, I feel like if you're certified for something, like, it should be something that you can't just, like,
Yeah, we need the rap air horn sound effect. So, wait, hang on. I have it on my phone. The moment's already passed, but I'm going to pull it up anyway. No! God damn it. Turn my Bluetooth off, because it's connected to my head. It's a whole thing.
See, now...
Big sad. The moment's passed, but I'm doing it anyway. There we go.
So we just need to put it on our list to add.
Yes. You know what? I'm going to write that down right now.
Yeah, I only put 3 things on there for now.
Air horn StreamYard. There. I'm a responsible adult who remembers to do things.
Remembers to put an air horn sound.
Yeah, exactly. On their stupid little podcast.
Really important things. Yeah.
Very important indeed. But yeah, I am Gantry Crane certified now, which is cool. I gotta tell you, I was so pissed after I'm sad that I don't get a little card for my wallet. And I was especially pissed that I didn't get a little card for my wallet after I got like mini forklift certified. I thought I was going to get it at the end of the like training that they gave us at work. But they were like, no, that's like the 10-hour class that you have to take outside if you want, like on your own time, if you want to, where you get the little card. I am technically mini forklift certified as well, which like, you know, hell fucking yeah. But I also only got a sticker for that one. And like, I love a sticker.
Yeah.
But I really wanted the OSHA forklift. I genuinely might get forklift certified for funsies just because I want the wallet card.
That's what I mean when I say the sticker's doing a lot of heavy lifting. It should be something a bit more like, I don't want to say permanent necessarily because a card isn't like, you know, but more substantial. Like a sticker.
Actually, I'm pretty sure
and then it's done.
The idea of Kyle and I both getting forklift certified together as a date, and he didn't say no. So maybe that'll happen.
What did he actually say?
It wasn't a no. He said maybe. Or he wasn't against the idea. It was actually, it's been a while since I suggested this.
Did he just not respond? You took that as
no.
So you're saying
he did respond because he loves me.
I mean, I assume the response would have just been like a funny look or something like, but no words.
You wouldn't, if a guy suggested, what if that was a suggestion for a first date? If a guy was like, let's go fucking get forklift certified. Yeah, why not? What would your reaction to that be?
I wouldn't like the idea simply because I think it would be hard to get to know a person. Because you're basically doing a class. You know?
Okay.
That's why I don't like movies
as a for a little while. And he suggests that you should go get forklift certified together as a date. What is your reaction?
If that makes you happy, sure.
I feel like that tells you a decent amount of, I feel like that shows you that they're like a quirky, fun person, but that's also just me. Thank you, Chris.
So true. So true. I once went on a second date. I went curling.
That's kind of fun. That's unique.
Yeah, I was surprised. I can't remember. I think we just got like drinks or something on the first date. This was in grad school. And he was like, "Hey, you want to go curling?" I'm like, "Excuse me?
Do I want to what now?"
Because there's like a curling center in Columbus where I was living at the time. And they do like a thing regularly where people can come in and they kind of like teach you the basics and then you get to actually do it and stuff, which it is so fun to just slide across the ice and push the rock. It's a good time. I didn't like
honestly,
the
that does sound like a fun time and I would appreciate that as a date, I think.
Yeah, I didn't like being the sweeper because I'm not that coordinated to run on ice and sweep with a broom. But what a wild sport. But that was definitely the most unique. I
think the most unique date I ever was taken on was to an airsoft range where the date abruptly ended when I got shot in the neck.
Nice.
That was like a second or third date too.
Huh. Interesting.
It was it did not end. Oh man, that was a time. I feel like this kind of leads into an interesting discussion though, one that I did not have planned. Like, what are some other like weird but fun date ideas, and how would you react to them? Because I think the forklift thing is so fucking funny, and I don't know why. I don't know what that says about me. Probably just that I'm fucking weird.
Just pointing out Nixie in the background there.
Nixie, what a cute little baby.
She decided she's going to be decorative today. Yeah, I don't know. I think anything where you get to try something new, particularly if it's something the other person has never tried.
You know what I want to do as a date that I keep telling Kyle we should do and then we just haven't gotten around to it yet? I want to fucking go axe throwing.
Or like a rage room.
I was just gonna say, here's the thing. I think a rage room is a really interesting first date idea because then you really get to see, like, you're putting like your repressed rage out there on the first date.
But I don't know that that's the best idea. Like, I feel like you need to see if you're even interested in the person before you get to that point.
So maybe it's a second date then.
Yeah,
second or third.
I think first dates you got to keep pretty basic. Just like drinks or something like that to get to know the person and then be like, all right, do we want to do something cool now?
Isn't that kind of the bitch of the first date?
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember back when I used to be on Tumblr, I probably couldn't find this. This guy said that, like, apparently his friend's parents met when the father told the woman he would later marry, he was like, I'll take you on a first date like nothing else you've ever seen. And he brought her to a grocery store to watch lobsters fight in the tank.
I mean,
and apparently it fucking worked.
I was gonna say, it seems like he delivered on the promise, so. Yeah, I think this works better if we think about it as a second date.
Okay, yeah. What are some unique early date ideas and how would we feel about them? Honestly, if a guy took me to watch lobsters fight in the grocery store, if we could get little snacks, fuck it. Who cares? That's kind of fun.
I don't know that it's very odd, but I feel like
ooh, this is smart.
Yeah, I was just noticing. That's so true. Because I feel like there are a lot of little things that are just immediate red flags, like getting super frustrated. It's like, bro, this is for fun. Like, if you get that testy about something like this, I don't think I want to be around you.
Yeah, don't think I want to continue this.
Yeah, it's like that, and seeing how they treat like service staff and stuff like that. Where it's like, it shows a lot. Yeah. I don't know if it's particularly unusual, but I think a zoo would be a really fun, like, early date.
I also I've been on 2 first dates total because I've dated 2 people total, so my experience here is very limited.
True.
Oh yeah, no, I went on a couple of Tinder dates that brings us up to maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but they count.
They do count, and they were all very basic, like just getting food.
Yeah. See, I won't even commit to food. Like, I want to like cut it to the length of like a single cup of coffee or a single drink if I need to. You know, I want to, because I've been on a lot more first dates than just 4 or 5. And there have been occasions where I was like, they seemed very nice, you know, like when we first met or on dating app or whatever. And then you find out that like they're super self-absorbed or like just have some toxic trait. And it's like, okay, after this one drink, I'm gonna, you know, make up an excuse and like get out of here. But if you have to eat like a whole meal or something, it's like you're stuck.
Yeah, I suppose.
So I won't even do food on the first date.
Okay.
But, you know, if it's going well, you can get an additional drink or an additional cup of coffee.
We're learning Brooks's date rules here.
Yeah, I'm too picky. It's just nobody good enough for me. So I'm just going to keep doing it.
Love that for you. Not the part where you're still looking, I guess, but the part where you're not settling.
Yes, I'm very that. And I'm full of ideas and knowledge and advice.
I love it.
From my experience.
Okay, well, do we want to get into what I actually had written down for this week?
Okie dokie.
So this is something that I saw on Twitter, and then it also came up on like a local like morning talk radio where they just it's essentially it's very similar to this podcast where it's just a bunch of people talking about whatever. But it is a tweet, or here. This is a tweet by
the way, new tagline, a bunch of people talking about whatever. I think that's just
a bunch of people talking about whatever. That's the whole fucking network. But it is a tweet by @invis4yo. And it says, I recently saw a TikTok where a woman asked, girlies, what are some of the things you do to be more whimsical? I love knowing about cute little habits. And there we go. And there are some replies, some TikTok, like some screenshots of TikTok comments, which I'm going to read. But I also want to talk about what our whimsical habits are, or ways we could make our lives more whimsical. Because one of the first comments that they have here is, I wear matching pajamas every time I change my sheets so I can have what I call fancy sleep. Like, that's delightful. Second one, listen to French music in my headphones while I grocery shop. Makes it feel more romantic and less mundane feeling. Also, I mean, fuck French, but...
I mean, it's so true, though. It does have a romantic feel to it, especially if you get, like, something with, like, saxophone in it or, you know, something jazzy.
Oh, yeah. I say, well, good thing no one overreacted out loud to myself after a good cry. I'm going to start doing that. And then the final screenshot is, I paint on the shells of garden snails so I know when I have a repeat visitor. That's delightful.
I wish I had enough snail visitors to do that. I don't see them. Yeah.
But what do we have any whimsical habits? If so, what are they? Or what are ways that we can make our lives more whimsical?
First of all, I love the word whimsical so much.
As do I.
It's probably one of my top 10 words in the English language.
It's a good one.
Not that I've actually ranked them, but I imagine it would be somewhere in that. Anyway, I actually relate to some of those because, like, the sheets thing, I change my sheets every single week, but every week I have to make it like a thing where I'm like, ooh, especially like I'll do it on a Sunday and I'll be like, ooh, I'll change my sheets and then I'll take a shower and put on clean, comfy clothes and then like take a nap in my clean sheets.
Also, you know when it's especially awesome is if you just shaved your legs, mwah. Yeah. You're fucking sliding around in there like a dolphin.
Oh, it's fantastic. I love clean sheets, and it's like I get excited every time, and it's like
delightful feeling. I feel like we've talked about this before, like your achievable perfect night. I feel like that is a whimsical sort of habit where you make everything as perfect as you can for yourself, and then you have a nice little night in.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the notion of getting a little treat for yourself is somewhat whimsical.
Yes! Oh my god. And also the fact that I always call it a tasty little treat. I always make sure to, like, it feels more fun.
It's ever since that meme about, like, getting the orange soda at lunch. Like, that'll be a nice little treat for yourself. And that's when I started referring to it. Because I've always done that where I'm like, oh, I went to the grocery store, I did, like, my errands, I get a little treat.
Oh, you gotta just hang them up so they're not toasty?
Well, I mean, I usually wash mine well beforehand, so they're not going to be toasty either, but...
See, the other night, I did my laundry kind of late, so they were still warm when I slid under the covers. Nice. Beautiful. Loved it. Huge fan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does feel a little whimsical every time. I'm like, I feel like I get to treat myself for just being an adult.
Exactly. You ever get so comfy in bed that you're just sort of in there like...
Just like so happy you're just...
Yeah, just sort of...
Oh yeah, I definitely do like little happy shimmies like when I'm eating something that's particularly good.
Yes, oh my god, every time I think something's really good, I do, like, every time I eat something that's really good, I do a little dance. I feel like that's a very whimsical habit. What is an adult at this point, though? You're so right.
Well, I mean, doing things that you have to do but don't want to do, I guess, is kind of what I think of it as.
Oh, here's my whimsical habit. Every time I complete all of my tasks in my planner for the day, I give myself a sticker on that day.
Yeah,
I
thought about
shockingly motivating.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, we never really grow up in that way. Like,
no, not at all.
I don't care if somebody says like, "Oh, I wouldn't care if I got a sticker." No,
I always want a sticker. Again, I want to get forklift certified just because they give you a little card to put in your wallet.
Oh yeah, the things I have done just to get like a title or like
or like a little certificate. Like, oh my god,
little things. Yeah,
I will bend over backwards if it means I get a sticker. I am a very simple woman.
Yeah, I think
the fact that I still wear onesie pajamas for my lounging sometimes is a whimsical habit. I have a Batman onesie.
I have never seen this.
You've never seen my Batman onesie? I am certain I have worn it to your house.
I've never seen you wear a onesie, period. I would remember.
I love my Batman onesie. I've like done the podcast in that, I'm pretty sure.
We need someone to go through all the old episodes.
Yeah, so for a while there was somebody from Belgium who had seen every single one of our episodes, but that was with our old Acast analytics. I hope they're still out there. Hi, Belgium.
Oh, yeah.
I hate the idea of onesies. They look comfy. Yeah. Send waffles indeed. Fucking Belgium. We will open up a P.O. box if it means that people will send us waffles.
Absolutely. I will take them. Yeah, I don't actually own any onesies. I've looked at them and then just never got them.
Two. I have my Batman onesie and I have a Stormtrooper onesie. Stormtrooper onesie I wore at Comic-Con once.
Comfy.
Belgium, your shitty neighbors. Looks at my world map. Oh, my world map is the text is too tiny.
Geography is not my strong suit.
Geography is not my strong suit either.
You know, I actually thought about this question quite a bit today, and mostly what I came up with is like things that I do or say out loud, even though I'm by myself. I feel like I do a lot of like, I'm struggling to come up with examples, but I know like frequently I'll say a thing out loud and be like, is this normal behavior? Do people do this? But like I like randomly sing things.
I don't know if this is whimsical or whatever, but I catch myself doing like I do this all the time, like an excited little fly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I do that often, and I don't know if everyone else does.
I did think a lot about, I think it's a pretty common one though, but like talking to the cats in a way that is very stupid. Like,
oh yeah, I do that constantly.
but like if I'm trying to find something, for example, typically what I'll do is, you know, whatever cat's nearest, I will, you know, be like, oh, you know, Nixie, have you seen my insert, whatever it is? And then I find it and I say, oh, thank you, Nixie. That was very helpful. Like,
yeah, there you go.
There's, you know, stuff like that. Talk to them like, you know, they're actually responding. Again, most cat owners do that, I think.
Or I talk to my snake like she's a baby. Or the way that other people talk to babies.
Yes.
So I feel like those are ways that I make my life more whimsical. And also just like, I mean, I think for me at least, like dressing the way I do is one of the ways I keep things fun. Because when I go out, I dress to be stared at. That's what I want. I want to turn heads.
Sure.
So that's something I do for myself. Hey, all the way from the Netherlands. That's so cool. Hi.
Maybe my fun socks.
Your fun socks. I remember those starting multiple conversations when I was still in your classes.
Yeah. Because life's too short for boring socks. I don't have...
Life is too short for boring socks. You know, the amount of times that I'm wearing like an all black outfit, but I have like pink kitty socks on underneath my like big scary platform boots. Very often.
Yeah, so both this most recent foot surgery and the one last year, they gave me the same list of like preparation instructions. Mm-hmm. And one of them was on the day of the surgery, like that morning, to like wash your feet and put on clean white socks. I was like, white? Dude, I don't own any white socks.
That's so hyper specific.
I think it's something to do with like, you know, the fibers and I don't know.
I guess. If anyone else has any whimsical habits or ways that they make their lives more fun, please feel free to drop it in the chat. Yeah. We'll rate them, we'll discuss them, we'll do whatever.
I do have an extensive sock collection though. I just got some new ones yesterday. Very
extensive sock collection. What are
they? They're ankle socks, bookworm ones. They have stacks of books with little worms with glasses on them.
Aw, that's so cute.
Yeah,
I see. In addition to cute socks, I also have vulgar socks. I have ones that say "fuck off, I'm reading." I have ones that have little rainbows that say "up yours."
Nice.
Making life more fun. Just drink. You've come to the right network. We do a fair amount of that ourselves.
But see, that's the fun thing about the fun socks is that most of the time you're not going to know that I'm wearing them. But if I like just sit down. Well, yeah, that, but like also when I sit down, like your pant leg moves a little bit. So I'll like sit down at the front of a classroom and somebody will be like, are those unicorns on your socks? Yeah.
I think your fun water bottles are pretty whimsical.
I
always liked your one that was like, I'm a huge metal fan, and it was a literal fan made of metal.
And a guy dressed as a metal fan saying, me too.
Well, maybe that's something that you need to start doing. You need to look at their socks to see if they have a fun personality.
Yes, for the whimsy. Do it for the whimsy.
Do it for the... Boom, episode title. Do it for the whimsy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like that's a slogan for something. I don't know what. But something.
All right, so... I want to get into, unless we have anything else to say about anyone else's whimsical habits. We Gucci?
No, I mean, I have lots of little ones, but that's so true. Every time I finish making a loaf cat, I have to sit it down and go, loaf cat, before I can start another one.
Of course.
There's no reason. There's no reason. I do it every time.
I dig it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I want to get into the asshole of the week.
Okay.
Because this one made me laugh a lot.
I read it in advance this time.
I'm so proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you go. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I will read this aloud. Come on. Open it up. You can do it. Oh, wonderful. If I may ask, how old are you guys? I am 26. You are 38?
39.
Call it a compliment.
39.
Okay. So the question is, am I the asshole for pretending to think beans in chili are quote unquote woke to prank my cousin who is obsessed with being anti-woke and who loves chili? The post reads as such. My cousin is known for making chili, and he's good at it. He makes his own chili flakes from his secret combination of various dried chilies. It has a very nice kick. It's the perfect amount of spice. It's hot, but not too hot. He also always adds kidney beans, not canned beans either. Anyway, for the past 2 or 3 years, my cousin has become obsessed with all this bullshit about what is or isn't woke and how woke things are is the end of the world. He's always been a good dude, so I don't know what his bag is, but he's completely obsessed. It's annoying. So the other weekend, I was at his place and he was making his famous chili. So I got the idea for a little prank. I was like, I'm surprised you still put beans in your chili. He was like, what? Why? So I said, beans and chili are so woke. Everyone is saying so. And he said, what do you mean? And he was genuinely concerned, as if this was something serious. I said something like, yeah, beans and chili are woke. The original conservative Texans who made chili only used meat and chili sauce. San Francisco liberals started adding beans to chili in the 60s because so many hippies were vegetarian. Now all the woke scientists are saying beans are a better protein source than meat. He didn't say anything to that. I kind of assumed he'd know I was fucking with him and get the joke. We've always fucked around with each other about and made jokes about everything. But he was quiet all dinner. Just yesterday, I was back again at his place and he was making his chili again. There were no beans. It was a totally different chili. This guy has been making the same recipe with beans for like 15 years. I was like, what's up? Where's the beans? He said, I don't fuck with that woke shit. I was like, what? He said, beans and chili are woke. Even you know that. Everyone else was confused because what? I was like, dude, I was just fucking with you. He got really angry. He dumped his chili in the sink and told everyone to go home. I thought he was pranking me back or something, but he was serious. The dude totally lost it. He texted me later and said this exact thing. I researched this online and it turns out you were really lying to me. Beans are not woke. How could you do this? We went back and forth for a bit. His position is, even though we have historically pranked each other, that I went, quote, too far and that I, quote, betrayed him, that I made him, quote, question his chili. I tried to ask him if this at all made him think he cared too much about woke. Like, what if beans and chili was woke? So what? He ignored that and demanded I apologize. Did I take this too far? I hope it's a joke, 404. I really truly do, but with the way things are, who fucking knows?
I don't think it is. I have encountered people that I wouldn't be surprised if this was their reaction.
Yeah. So, I think this is fucking hilarious, and I'm gonna say you're absolutely not the asshole for proving just for proving to him and hopefully the people around him how ridiculous his obsession with being quote unquote anti-woke is. It's insane. Why would you why again, so what if it was?
But he clearly doesn't even understand what being woke means. If he
it literally just means being aware of history and having empathy and compassion for other people at this point.
Yeah, no, it's become essentially a term that's rage bait for certain people.
It's ridiculous. But one, this is absolutely hilarious. Thank you for doing it, and thank you for posting on the internet, brave soldier. Two, no, you're not the asshole because he's being ridiculous to begin with.
Yeah, no, and I like the part where he says, even you know that, he knew it all along. He didn't just learn about it, I love that because it's him basically well, of course it's always been like this. And it's didn't you just make chili with beans the day before?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say massive not the asshole here. This is so funny.
Yeah, no, I mean, that guy did it to himself. Why would you care
by caring that much about whether or not something is or isn't, woke?
Yeah, letting it dictate your life in that way is insane to me.
That's so ridiculous.
Yeah, what is the outcome that he's afraid of that he's avoiding? If I stop putting beans in my chili, that'll really stick it to those libs or whatever.
Stick it to the fucking snowflakes. Nobody cares, man. Make your chili.
Literally, even if this were true, right? Even if beans were in chili were woke, who's gonna notice or care or be aware?
You are one person who's just making some chili.
He's afraid that his hyper conservative friends are gonna find out.
Yeah. And then, yeah, maybe.
they'll ostracize him for putting beans in his chili, which you wonder if this
which is a hilarious concept,
right? Like if you told similar people that, hey, this guy puts beans in his chili, like would they ostracize him at that point? Like that might be a legit fear.
I mean,
thinking about
I don't think so, because he just made it up.
Yeah. Well, no, but I just mean like if the information spread, you know.
I suppose.
So if you're the idiot in this scenario, and the cousin, whatever, but if you're this guy and you believe this, that putting beans in your chili makes you woke, if you think that this is a true thing that people know, which, you know, this guy made it out to be, he might genuinely be worried that like his friends might start hating him or something for doing this thing that is woke.
I cannot think of a sadder, like genuinely, I cannot think of a sadder way to live your life.
Absolutely. But like that might explain his extreme overreaction, because
I suppose
not only is he somewhat of a shitty human being for, you know, the obvious reasons, but probably he associates with other people who are shitty in the same way. And so that could be like a real fear.
Yeah.
Because doesn't the poster say that he's like otherwise a good guy, but this is like the one thing that he seems to have trouble with? Did I imagine that?
Take a look.
I read it earlier today.
For the past 2 or 3 years, my cousin has become obsessed with all this bullshit about what is or isn't woke, and how it's the end of the world, and how woke things are the end of the world. He's always been a good dude, so I don't know what his bag is, but he's completely obsessed. So someone who has gone off the deep end in the last 2 to 3 years, I guess.
I mean, so that's my guess, is that it's people he's associating with the wrong people.
Highly likely.
Not that it makes him less of an ass, but I'm just saying that might be the reason why. I mean, I could definitely picture something like that, because again, you know, I'm from small town Midwest. I've seen some shit.
Oh yeah, no, I have some things. I have some relatives who have made some questionable decisions. I'll put it that way, to be polite.
Yep. I mean, I sent in the network chat a picture of that billboard from my hometown about how the Democrats are allowing in what they want, open borders so that they can have illegal immigrants come in and take over the country with them or something. Like that was a billboard in my hometown.
People have too much time on their hands. Like way too much. But I'm going to say resounding not the asshole, brother. That's absolutely hilarious, and you should totally mess with him more.
Oh no.
Oh no. All right, I think that is going to bring us to the weekly worsening. Chris, if you could cue up the meditation for us.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
Listen, cue ball, you're only making it worse.
Thanks, that even makes it worse.
It's worse than you know.
It usually is.
I think that's the worst thing I've ever heard.
That's the worst goodbye I've ever heard. And you stole it from a movie.
How marvelous.
What do you got for me this week, bestie?
Oh, what do I have? I'm back on the Loaf Cat production line. I took a little time off because I needed a break, but I'm back up. I'm up to 30 something currently.
Nice.
Which is more than I sold at the last Comic-Con, but I ran out. So a lot of that, but I would say primarily it is about the video games this week.
Not shocking. Please continue.
Yeah, mostly Skyrim.
Nice. Hell yes.
I did. I bought my house. I bought Breeze Home in Whiterun. And so now I just want to keep playing, but I've been super busy and I haven't been able to, and it makes me sad. I haven't touched any video games all day. I had to really think about it for a second.
Big sad.
Yeah, but now I just want to go an Explorer, because I have this giant ass monitor, and so like when you have the pretty views.
Oh, I'm sure
and
Skyrim
stuff,
looks fantastic.
oh yes, my 45-inch curved OLED monitor. It is yeah. So it's just nice to look at. It's just pleasant to look upon.
I love that
I
for
enjoy
you.
it much. Yeah. And there was one other thing that I was going to mention, and I don't. Oh, I'm now 125-ish episodes into One Piece.
Holy shit, girl.
Making progress.
Are you enjoying yourself? Or is this an I'm forcing myself to watch thing like JoJo?
No, I enjoy it.
You don't sound super confident.
I mean, like, I do, but it's not perfect. It's not like...
I mean, it'd be that way.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I enjoyed it as much as some other series.
Good night, 404.
some-
Thank you for joining us.
Oh yes. Bye. Thanks. Yeah, yeah.
All right, that's fair.
It doesn't make me question my sanity like JoJo did. So there's that.
There's that.
I feel like a sane person while watching it.
Well,
Just a
I love
normal
that
human.
for you.
Yeah, I mean, there are some very ridiculous things that happen where I'm just like, is this real life? But generally, no, I'm not questioning reality.
Okay. That is definitely an improvement. I think one of the main ways that I'm worse this week is also video game related. I started playing both Red Dead Redemption 2 and Fallout New Vegas.
Nice.
And New Vegas, I'm very, very interested. I've heard many people say over the years that New Vegas is like the best Fallout game thus far. So 1, I'm excited to play more, and 2, I'm already hooked. So
Nice. I did just download. I actually happen to have my Ally sitting right here.
nice.
I just downloaded a new game on it today because with the smaller screen, I kind of like it to be like more casual, cozy type games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is why I was playing like Portal 2 on there a lot, because it's not as, like hurried and
Yeah.
But I downloaded what you call it? Hold on. Starts with an S?
Stardew Valley?
No. Oh my god. Why has my brain ceased to function? That might not be the right letter. Oh my god. No. Oh, is there a game called Shinobi?
Girl,
Like,
I cannot help. Unfortunately, I wish I could.
I remembered. Satisfactory.
Oh, I do not know what that is.
Yes. It's a game where you have a factory.
Sure, why not? So, similar to Power Wash Simulator.
Yes, since I technically do still have 3 more Steam achievements to finish in Power Wash. One of them I tried to get like 30 times and I can't do it, and it made me angry. It's very irritating. You have to like clean 95% of something without finishing cleaning any single part of it, which is actually really difficult to do.
Sure.
I got to 94% once and I was like, I got this. And then it was like, oh no, you just finished cleaning a headlight. And I'm like, on a van.
Rip.
It's frustrating. Yeah, but I'll eventually get those last 3 and it'll be done. But they're releasing a Wallace and Gromit DLC on March 4th. So
that's so fun. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Looking forward to that.
I think one of the other ways that I'm significantly worse is that I have decided to pull the trigger on what is going to be my most expensive cosplay ever.
Oh yeah?
I am purchasing an Impera Ghoul cosplay. So
nice.
I'm very
for Saratoga?
For Saratoga, for pretty much everything.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if you had like a specific con in mind as your.
Most likely probably Saratoga, probably Mid Hudson, and I know I'm also planning on wearing it for Ghost at Madison Square Garden.
Ah, that makes sense.
So that's definitely a way that I'm worse.
She's been so well behaved.
She has been so well behaved. And I swear I had something that I forgot last week for the worsening, and it's not coming to me.
Is it fan fiction?
I mean, I'm still on my bullshit there. Started another story with my RP partner. Fucking shout out, you know who you are if you watch this podcast. Take my name to your grave. But yeah, we started writing another story after we're almost finished publishing the one that's like 73 fucking pages long.
Nice.
Being very extra, but that's what makes life fun. No, I don't think I got anything else. I mean, I also continue to watch movies like a mad woman.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's fair.
So, I mean, there you have it.
Yeah, I don't know where that sentence was going.
Love it.
It completely went out of my head.
Very good. Let's see though, as we bring this to a close, do we have anything else that's going on to tell the people about?
What month is this? It is February.
It is February.
I don't think we have anything special going on because we're still like a month or so out from the first con of the year.
Yes. Although
a little over a month.
I can't remember the name of this con. If Chris, if you could put it in the chat, the one day.
It's Retro Nerd Fest.
Retro Nerd Fest. We are doing Retro Nerd Fest at
Adirondack.
Adirondack. There it is.
SUNY Adirondack.
Yes, so we're going to be there at SUNY Adirondack at Retro Nerd Fest for just the one day. That'll be super fun. I'm excited for that, which brings our cons a little earlier into the year, which is exciting. And yes, we will be at Saratoga Comic-Con in Saratoga, New York. Check us out.
Yep. Yeah, that'll be so it's like starting our con season a little earlier. Although I'm going to an anime fest in like a week and a half in Niagara Falls, New York.
There you go.
And then TorahCon's next month as well.
Hell yeah.
Anime fest here in Rochester.
And yeah, if you want to know or if you want to stay up to date with what we're doing, we got our link tree, which feeds into all the other link trees for everybody else on the network. But I think
endless loop of links to links to links.
Yep, pretty much. And our continuing promotion with the Bull and Bee Meadery. You can get $5 off an online order. Check that out. We have a little code for y'all, Monster Mead.
A coupon for your mead needs.
Exactly. Let's see. Stream tomorrow talking about Vinland. No Defen Friday. Correct. Monday, Big Dumb Monsters. Tuesday, no regrettable reviews. Or wait, no.
I was going to say, you didn't do one this week.
Yes, Tuesday, regrettable reviews. We're going to be talking about Terminator. So Tuesday, regrettable reviews, talking about Terminator. Wednesday, back to us. Thursday, more stream. Friday. Oh, there is Defen on Friday. Okay. Cool. Do we know what movie that's going to be? Tango and Cash.
So fun.
All right. So that's your schedule for the next couple days. You've got Vinland Saga, Tango and Cash, Big Dumb Monsters, whatever you're talking about there, and then Terminator on
people
regrettable
talking
reviews.
About whatever.
A bunch of people talking about whatever. That is the whole network.
Yep. It fits in with our tune in see shit.
Love and Monsters. It does fit in with tune in see shit. A bunch of people tune in, see shit. A bunch of people talking about whatever. That's us. All right, so I think that's going to bring us to a close. As always, thank you for fighting with us, friends. We appreciate each and every single one of you, and we'll be back again next week. Adios. We'll see you then.
This week's episode of the Fighting with Friends podcast was hosted by Bridget Kelly and Dr. Sarah Brooks. You can find other episodes of the podcast on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, or your other favorite listening platform. Catch us live on Twitch every Wednesday and Thursday. You can subscribe to our Twitch channels to watch our live broadcasts without ads, or donate to our Patreon for ad-free access to our entire library of past episodes and streams, as well as fun bonus content. Fighting with Friends is a member of the Big Dumb Monsters Podcast Network. Check out the links in the description for more episodes from us and from all of the shows on the network. Thanks for listening.